In my opinion, Cold War Zombies, and just the game in general, has really had an uphill battle. With COVID, with the fact that the development cycle was so tumultuous and there was such a blatant switch of who is controlling the development late in the game, it put a lot of pressure on Treyarch and Activision, I'm sure. And to be honest, they really have pulled it off. I think the game has a solid foundation. And my initial impressions were, I liked that there was limited content, because now for the first time ever, I can hop into any mode and become relatively good at it. With zombies, I do wish there was another map, or at least a smaller survival map. I do wish there were more multiplayer maps. I do wish the campaign was longer. I wish all of those things, but for the first time ever, I'm able to jump into each of these modes and experience all of the content. Whereas before, I would put so many hours into zombies that I would never get to play multiplayer and learn all the maps, because by the time I was done sinking my teeth into zombies, there would be 20, 25 multiplayer maps, and I would be so lost, and there's no way to learn that. You have to learn with the game as pieces of it come out. You gradually, learn alongside of the game. So from that perspective, I actually do like that there is a limited amount of content. And since the content itself, in my opinion, is very stable. Yes, there's glitches and stuff, but I mean the gameplay loops, everything is very sound. It makes me want to replay it, and when the new content comes out, then I'm going to be even more excited. All of this to say, I'm a little worried about the type of content that Treyarch is going to be putting out. I've heard that there is a lot of multiplayer content going to be coming out for this game, a lot of reused assets, a lot of old maps getting remade for, the third time. And I do understand that this game is in a very weird position, but I just really was hoping for some new stuff. I really was. And to focus here on zombies, with all the leaks and rumors discussing that we're going to get a Kino remaster and then a Giant remaster, and then I look at the perk machine, the Wonder Fizz, and there's 4 slots indicating 1 perk per DLC map. We've also been told we're not going to get our first DLC map for zombies until February, which means every 2 to 3 months, right? Which over the span of a year covers about 4 zombies maps. The timeline fits. It makes sense, especially with the leaked information we were getting. And what's concerning is, yes, we're getting remakes and remasters, and yes, this Noct remaster is nothing like the actual Nocturne Totem, but now we're going to be getting reskins of our perks that have been staples in the game, mind you, for years. Apparently, these new leaks that are talking about the perks we're supposedly getting Double Tap, Mule Kick, PhD, and Tombstone. And this is due to Dark Ether audio files that are linked in the files, and I'll put a link to this thread in the description. This is leaked by Nanikos, just to make sure he gets all the credit. And I just don't know how to feel about this, because with the way Treyarch is remastering everything, it makes sense that they would go a different route. Like, it's just because it's called Double Tap doesn't mean it's going to be entirely Double Tap. And with the Ethereum crystals being able to upgrade the perks, we should be getting new abilities with these perks. But Double Tap and Mule Kick have been staples in the game for years, and the fact that they're being withheld as DLC perks is a little strange, and it kind of upsets me a little bit. I'm not mad at Treyarch. I just think it's a weird decision, Double Tap was one of the 4 OG perks. It's been in the game since World at War. It's been in World War II zombies. It's been in Infinite Warfare zombies. And now they cut it and put it as a DLC perk? That's just so strange. PhD and Tombstone, I can kind of see as being perks for the DLC season. I can kind of see it. Mostly Tombstone, but PhD, we can fit it in there. Again, especially if there's the 3-tier upgrading system, that's fine. I'm just really concerned what type of DLC we're going to be getting, especially if it's going to be primarily regurgitated. And I just don't really know if it's good or bad, because 1, we haven't seen anything, we don't know anything. We just know about the leaks. And 2, they did such a good job with D Machina making it look like it's its own unique map and have nothing to do with Noct, that I really want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But just hearing that we're going to be getting remakes for multiplayer, hearing that we're going to be getting, Nuketown today, hearing that we're getting all these, old perks as new perks, the recycled content is just at an all-time high. But again, if Treyarch keeps up this track record of actually reimagining it, then call it whatever you want. You could call it blackety blookety blop. Doesn't really matter. It's just a name. As long as the perk does cool abilities and has the ability to be upgraded and all sorts of stuff, I guess it really doesn't make a difference. I'm just confused because the way we used to get remakes and reimaginings in the past was in such a way that it was the exact remake, the exact reimagining with a little bit of a twist. But this new perspective that Treyarch has on their maps and their game, along with the number of studios helping create this content, I think it could be good. I want it to be good. Just seems a little bit strange. That's all I'm trying to say. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.